When I first got into karting, the most frustrating part was tires. When I say hard, I mean like frustratingly hard. Like throwing tires around the shop hard. Like 4 hours not being able to figure it out hard. I watched every tire change video on YouTube and I still struggled for quite a while until I actually figured it out. So I'm going to try and show you guys some tricks that helped me a lot and made things a lot easier. Okay, you're going to need a mat and a place to do your work, a bead breaker, and I'm going to show you how to use a tire tool today. Don't forget a source of air and some lubricants like glass cleaner or soapy water. So the first step is going to be to take out the screws. One of them has to come completely out, and the rest of them just need to come out enough that we're not going to interfere with the tire. So you can see these screws are now moved out. So we're going to do this 4 times. When you're taking these screws out, if you guys remember my adventure in karting video, one of the reasons why I had to come off the track was that qualifying I got a flat tire, and it was because on the back of the screw there's a little O-ring, and that O-ring had failed. So while you're changing the tires, check these little O-rings and get new ones if you have to. They're really cheap. So for this next stage, we're going to do what's called bead breaking the tire, where actually get the tire off of the rim. It's kind of a fun stage. You do need a tool for this, so you need what's called a bead breaker. Now you can see that the rims are nice and broken on both sides. So the first thing is you gotta make sure you're working on the correct side of the rim. This side you do not want to work on. This side, yes. This tire has to come off this way. So this is the side you want up. Spray some lubricant on the rim. Grab your tool. You want to push back on the back of the rim and get that rubber into the center of the rim. You can see the depression in the middle of the rim. You want to push that rubber into the middle of that depression. You go ahead and insert the tool, and you should be able to easily just pull it down and get the rubber over the lip. Insert the spacer and your pin, and spread, voila, off it comes. Do the next one, it's the exact same process. You stick your tool in, pull it down, spacer goes in the middle. You can see the tool on the back side, how it pokes through. Throw your pin in. A little lubricant is really important on this step because you don't want to tear the rubber. And just give it a spread. Tires off the rim. You can also do this without a tool, but I don't like to do it this way. It takes a lot of strength and you have to really know your technique and push hard. So having the tool makes it a lot easier. Okay, so the next part we're going to be inspecting tires and rims to make sure we know which tire goes on which rim. And it really depends on how your tires are wearing. So I'm going to show you 2 examples and I'll show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. So here's a rear tire. And on the rear tire, you can see that on this side there's quite a bit of wear, and on this side, this shoulder is almost brand new. So on my setup, the way I run, I get a little bit more wear on the inside than the outside. So what I want to do is I want to put this on the inside and this on the outside, which is basically a flip compared to where it was. So to do that, you take your rim, you look at the inside and the outside of the rim. So you always want to do your tires on and off this side of the rim. The next tire example will be the inside tire. And so on the inside tires, they do a lot of work, specifically on the inside edge. And if you can see, there's actually a lot of cupping on the inside here. That's what's called when you get a bit of a dish on the inside. On this shoulder, it's almost brand new. On this shoulder, it's been working quite a bit. So we want to make sure the rim is in such a way. So this is a new edge and that's the old edge. So we want the inside shoulder of this rim to be on the tire like this. So we're going to come in and then over. This part's extremely difficult. It takes some practice and you're not going to get it the first try. Just a little bit of practice, and remember technique. It's all about technique. We're going to start, wedge the tire in exactly at a 45 angle. So it's right halfway. You're going to lubricate only one side, not both. You're going to stick it in, and the whole trick is to twist. It's all about the twist. You're going to anchor it on one side and twist it through the other. And if the tires are cold, it's going to be really difficult. If the tires are nice and warm, it'll be a lot easier. And remember, use your body weight and twist. And it really goes in easy if you get the angle correct and you get the twist correct. If it doesn't go in easy, there's another trick. You can get it started this way, just twist and get it started. Flip it over, grab middle of the tire on each side, just like this. Squish the tire and just grab the bottom edge and push down on each 90-degree angle. So once again, push it in, get it as best you can, flip the tire over, grab on each side and push down. Use your body weight. Okay, on the front tires, it's a little bit more difficult, but the same principle applies. So inside edge, we're going to go in and in. So that means we're going to go right here. We're going to lubricate one side. You're going to give it a good twist. You may or may not get it through. So again, inside, lubricate one side, and this one just will not go. The tire smushes, it just won't get it. And you're twisting and it just won't work. So you get it as best you can. You flip it over, you crush half the tire right at the midway, and you're gonna force it down over top of the tire. Just use your body weight and push on either side and just push it in. Pop. Now, the next step, get your trusty tire tool, stick it in, and you've got these little parts on the back. What you're going to do, you're going to smush this down and forward. Again, a good little spray of lubricant. Pin goes in. Tire is on. Okay, just kind of squish it so it's nice and level all the way around. We'll do the next one. Now to inflate the tires. This part is a little bit dangerous. You need to make sure you have your safety glasses on. And one thing to watch for is to make sure you don't get your fingers caught in here, because it's going to pop up with a lot of force. If you have your finger in the wrong spot, you're going to be in a world of pain. Get your air supply, safety glasses, inflate the tire. You just go until it pops. And you'll see it actually moving, and if you need to, you can give it a little bit of lubrication just to help it out. You shouldn't need to, but and that's that. Do the same for all four. Okay, so we're going to put back the bead lock screws. One of the things to keep in mind is we do not want to over tighten them. If you over tighten them, you will strip it, and your rim, you're then going to have to go to a larger size screw or a helix or something to fix your rim. These are magnesium wheels, are very soft. It's literally finger tight. It's not very tight at all. Check your seals on the bead locks to make sure they're nice and in good condition, so you don't end up with a leak or a flat. And that's it.
that's how you put tires on and off. I tried to keep this video as short as I could. It still took me 10 minutes. So thank you very much for watching, and look forward to your subscription.